Hello and welcome into Palm Springs, California for the last game of the regular season between the Palm Springs Power and the California Halos. Welcome into the broadcast. I'm Adam Oppenheim, joined by Jayce Cicinelli here tonight. Jayce, the Power coming off their first loss just a couple days ago to the Inland Valley Bucks by a score of 3-2. The Power were 32-0 coming into that game.
Yeah, that was one of the games where the bats just were non-existent really all game long, and you saw the good pitching really that the Bucks provided. And, this is going to be, kind of a wake-up call as far as getting back in that win column before, the most important series of the season tomorrow when, the doubleheader on Sunday potentially against the San Diego Waves for the championship series.
And for the Power, their hitters, like you mentioned, Jayce, were not very good, including the 1-4 hitters who just had one hit combined between all of them, and most of them have been hitting right near 400 the entire season. So you expect their bats to get off to a fast start tonight, Jayce?
Yeah, it's something that you haven't seen all summer long. You had, Eli Brown, Austin Haller, Noah Blythe. Those three guys were over. And, Torek was obviously the only guy out of those first four that got a base hit. Obviously that big double into left field off the wall. But, yeah, they only had 4 hits in that game, just 2 runs, and they just weren't really able to start really any rally against that Bucks pitching staff.
So what do you think Casey Dill's message is to his team right now, Jayce? This was a team that had a 50-plus game winning streak dating back to last season.
Yeah, the message is just keep doing what we're doing. It's hard for any team, and especially in summer ball, to go undefeated, right? 51 straight wins, 32-1 now entering tonight, so you were 32-0 before that game on Wednesday. But, the message is just keep doing what they're doing. They're playing a Halos team who they've already played before. They beat them 15-1, and Josh Martinez will be starting tonight, also started already against that ball club. So a guy who should be comfortable on the mound for tonight.
And before we get the starting lineup for the California Halos and the Palm Springs Power, Jayce, you had a chance to talk to someone on the team.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to Eli Brown, so we'll get that for you guys, and we'll be right back. Jayce Cicinelli here, one of the Power broadcasters, here with Power outfielder Eli Brown. And Eli, kind of just walk me through really the first time you started playing baseball and really found that love for the game.
I started when I was little. Started playing kid pitch at 7, all the way up till high school to Mercer University, and I just finished my first year last year and then came out here to Palm Springs this summer.
Yeah, and you being from Georgia, is this your kind of a 2-part question for this? Is this your first time playing in California? And if so, what's kind of your favorite part about playing out here?
Yeah, it's my first time out here in California. It's super nice, super hot. The probably favorite thing out here is it doesn't rain, so you're going to play every day, which is very different from Georgia. You don't know when it's going to rain. So that's probably one of my favorite things out here for baseball-wise.
Yeah, and also, how did you hear about the Palm Springs Power?
My head coach actually coached the guy who runs the Power, so I went through him, and that's how I got here.
Yeah, and you obviously playing baseball, especially high school, out in Georgia. We saw you on the mound before. Obviously we've seen you in the outfield all summer. We saw you on the mound pumping 90. Have you been a pitcher, obviously early on in your life, and kind of what other positions have you played?
Yeah, so I've always been an outfielder, but in high school I pitched pretty much all 4 years, and then I played a little bit first base here and there, but mainly outfielder, and I pitched a little bit here and there.
Yeah, and let's talk about your success now here at Palm Springs Power. You've really been commanding that leadoff spot all summer long. You've been comfortable. You're leading the team in walks, on base percentage. You're right there at the top as far as hits go. What's been working for you really all summer long?
I just kind of get up there, trying to see first pitch fastball, try to sit fastball. If they throw me some off speed and I see it, I can hammer it. But really, just try to get on base for the guys behind me, like Aiden Torek, Haller, and Noah Blythe, drive me in.
Yeah, and talk about just kind of the chemistry on this team. Obviously, you probably being a player that really probably didn't know anyone out here, and it just feels like each game you guys are getting more comfortable and kind of bonding together.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's good people out here. Everybody's super nice, and it's a good team to play with.
Yeah, one fun question I have is your teammate Brenton Fields, one of the obviously starting pitchers on this ball club. He was asked in an interview actually earlier today as far as he picking you for any teammate on the team to be stranded on an island with. What's kind of your funny reaction to that?
No, that's awesome. I think we'd be a good 2 together. I think we'd survive for a while.
And then just last question is, how can this team just close out this CPCL championship tomorrow and Sunday?
I just keep doing what we're doing. Pitchers keep doing what they're doing, and hitters keep crushing the ball.
All right, that will be all here for the player interview. Jayce Cicinelli here with Eli Brown. And, talking with Eli Brown, Adam, he's a guy who just loves to play the game of baseball. Started playing baseball around 7 years old, just has a passion for the game. And, this is his first time playing baseball actually in California, him being a Georgia native. And he loves to play baseball here. He says he loves the weather. It's always consistent as far as knowing that you can play a baseball game. And he feels like he can get into a rhythm as a position player when he's playing every day and knows that there's going to be a baseball game.
Absolutely. He is certainly an impressive hitter, Jayce, hitting right near 400 the entire year. Has such a good eye, and then has a ton of power. He's been able to drive the ball to all areas of the field. A key leadoff hitter for this power team. And he also does a lot of work with the glove, mostly in left and center field. He's been a staple of the Palm Springs outfield this summer.
Yeah, so, he's a guy, you see him really be controlling the leadoff spot for the power offense really all summer long. And, the thing that most impressed me, Adam, is, you've seen him on the mound, you've seen him throw 90. Obviously, him being an outfielder has a cannon of an arm. But the thing that impressed me the most is he's just so comfortable in the leadoff spot. He doesn't chase. He leads the ball club in on-base percentage and walks. And he just fills that leadoff role really well for the Palm Springs Power.
Well, with that, let's get you the starting lineup, starting with the visiting California Halos. Last time these two teams faced, it was 15-1 victory for the Power. Leading off, playing shortstop's going to be Nick Miller. In center field, hitting second's going to be Nathan Kakinski. Hitting third and right field's going to be Tyler Shiganaka. In the cleanup spot, the designated hitter Marcus Chavez. Hitting fifth at third base will be Ethan Hagan. Hitting sixth, playing first base, will be Vince Nielsen. Hitting seventh at second base will be Nate LaJoy. Hitting eighth and behind the plates, Evan DeValley. Hitting ninth in left field, Parker Sobosiak. And on the mound for the California Halos, Tyler DeYoung. And it's a lineup that's going to look to score a little more against Palm Springs today against the lefty Josh Martinez, Jayce.
Yeah, Josh Martinez, we talked about it just a little bit ago, a guy who's already faced this same California Halos team, a team that they played the Palm Springs Power on July 5th after that 4th of July game. And in that game, he went 4 innings, faced 20 hitters, and, he allowed 3 hits, 1 run allowed. But the thing that sticks out the most is those 5 walks. Did have 5 strikeouts as well in that game. But, opponents are only hitting off Josh 250 the whole summer. So it's not like he's getting absolutely rocked on the mound, just a 3.37 ERA. But the thing that has been hurting Josh is those walks. 23 strikeouts to those 17 walk ratio out of the 24 innings he's pitched.
Yeah, you want to talk about Josh Martinez's first 6 starts. And his first 6 starts, he went 21 innings, allowing just 3 earned runs. Last time out against the Inland Valley Bucks a week ago today, Jayce, went 3 innings, allowed 6 runs, all being earned. So the difference between those first 6 starts and the 7th, it was pretty big, but what is the adjustment Martinez needs to make?
Yeah, he's coming off his worst start, obviously, of the summer, but 6 out of the 7 outings Adams just mentioned, he's allowed 1 earned run or less. So he's been very consistent. Hasn't gone deep, though, in ball games. He's gone 4 innings 3 times, and he's gone 3 innings the other 4 times out of the 7 outings, with this being his 8th start tonight at Cal State Northridge, actually making a late decision, obviously, now going to UC Riverside. But, with that being said, he's a guy, he's going to have to make the adjustments as far as being around the zone, because when he's around the zone, he's getting a lot of quick outs, he's getting some strikeouts, and he's kept power in games for most of the summer.
Now, how big is this going to be for manager Casey Dill before the playoffs that start tomorrow? First game here at Palm Springs Stadium. Next 2 games on the road, game 3, if necessary, at the San Diego Waves, to conserve the bullpen, because Josh Martinez, like you mentioned, he's only gone 4 innings. Do you think manager Casey Dill's expecting a little more out of him?
Yeah, this is probably going to be his last start, right, with the season wrapping up on Sunday, either Game 2 or Game 3 if necessary, obviously. So, but either way, the season's ending Sunday, so this is probably going to be his last outing. He's going to probably have to go more than 4 if you would like. Obviously, Johnny Young, he would be the next one, I believe, first one out of the pen, guys like that. But, yeah, you want to see him try and go his deepest outing of the summer for sure. But obviously, for the offense is concerned, just scoring 2 runs in last ball game trying to get back to their rhythm as far as scoring early in ball games. When they've done that, especially in that first inning, they've been very successful.
Now let's take a look at that Palm Springs Power offense. Leading off, playing left field will be Eli Brown, hitting second, and center field will be Aiden Torek, followed by Austin Haller. Playing first base, hitting third, Noah Blythe in the cleanup spot in right field. Similar top four to what we've seen all year long. Hitting fifth will be the catcher, Angel Cortez. Hitting sixth, the second baseman, Dalton Thomas. The DH, Aiden Perez, will hit seventh. And the bottom two in the lineup, Michael Gonzalez playing shortstop, hitting eighth, and Isaiah Manji hitting ninth, playing the hot corner behind Josh Martinez. And 7 starts. This will be his eighth appearance. 1-0 on the year in 24 innings, 3.37 ERA, 23 strikeouts to 17 walks. But the walks could definitely be an issue, Jayce. You look at the numbers, and 4 of those 7 starts, he's gone at least 3 walks. And the free passes can sometimes come back to bite you.
Yeah, I mean, he has 8 walks in his last 2 outings in those last 7 innings. So he's averaging over an inning per walk. So that's obviously not a good sign you want to see, especially as a starting pitcher, but hoping that he can get back on the strike zone tonight. And it's really going to be that first inning. We're going to be able to see right away if he has those command of that fastball and his secondary pitches. Josh Martinez, a 3-pitch mix of a fastball, slider, and a changeup. So if he can, dot the corners early on as far as the fastball is concerned, whether it's, north to south, east to west, and then start working in those secondary pitches, that's how he's going to be able to be successful.
Well, we'll take a quick break for the national anthem and get you the start of the last regular season game here at Palm Springs Stadium between the California Halos, as the Palm Springs Power look to bounce back from their first loss of the season here on Friday, July 19th. We'll take a quick break, be back with the start of this Friday night game. You're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Of outdoor living spaces in the desert, nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta, For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Back here at Palm Springs Stadium, that was one of the best national anthems we've had all summer long, Jayce. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I love the energy, and obviously with this being the last regular season game and tomorrow being the last game here at Palm Springs Stadium for the summer, just one of the better anthems, as you mentioned, now, especially at the end of the year, just a perfect setting, especially from a 10-year-old. Got to love the energy.
10 years old singing like that is absolutely incredible. So it's about time for Nick Miller to step in for the California Halos. Let's give you the umpires. Behind the plates, Isam Smith. On the bases, Guy Thomas. It's Josh Martinez. From CSUN, the left-hander, 6'2", 170. During the 2024 season, he pitched in 7 2/3 innings, 12.19 ERA. Allowed 11 runs, all being earned. 7 strikeouts to 10 walks. And certainly has had an opportunity to start over the summer in every game. And for the most part, other than his last start, he's been really solid, obviously, throughout just the 3 to 4, like we mentioned, Jayce, earlier. But Martinez has been great.
Yeah, Josh Martinez from Menifee, California, and went to Heritage High School, where he played baseball for all 4 years there, was a two-way player, mostly as a pitcher, but played a little outfield as well. Also earned first-team All-League and MVP honors in 2021 and helped the Heritage High School Patriots to a perfect record and a league title as well in 2021.
So the lefty is just about ready to get going here. Pretty good crowd on this Friday night on day before the playoffs, which we should see. A pretty big crowd for CPCL Game 1 against the San Diego Waves. And funny enough, the team that beat the Power, the one time they've lost, was the Inland Valley Bucks on Wednesday. They weren't even in competition for the California Premier Collegiate League second place race, we can say, as the Power way out ahead. It was between the Legends and the Waves. The Waves end up winning the game that Wednesday and are taking on the Power. As Nick Miller steps in from Cal State Fullerton. The green helmet with a yellow brim. We're about to get started as the Power corner outfielders and Brown and Blythe get to their positions. Just about to get started here on this Friday evening. Halos versus the Power. First pitch from Martinez. It's going to be a fly ball center field. Aiden Torek just slides to his right and is going to make a routine catch for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Josh Martinez. And he would love to have another great start and not go back to what he did last start.
Yeah, I mean, that's the perfect start. Obviously, it wasn't hit soft. It pretty hard contact as far as a line drive, but right at Aiden Torek, as you mentioned, Adam, and that's a perfect start you want when you're trying to go deep tonight.
Nathan Kaczynski steps in from Grand Canyon. Native of Colorado. First pitch misses low and outside, ball 1. From Fort Collins, Colorado. The lefty steps in. Left-on-left matchup. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fastball from Martinez. Going to sit in the mid-80s. Can certainly climb the ladder to the high 80s. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Martinez. Just misses above the zone. Goes back to the heater. We've seen some tight zones from umpires as of late here at Palm Springs Stadium. Especially that high fastball really just hasn't been called. At the top part of the zone. The 2-1 pitch. That misses inside. No question about that. And it's a hitter's count on Nathan Kaczynski.
Yeah, I'm noticing a quicker tempo so far from Martinez than we've seen in the past.
3-1 pitch. It's a jam shot to the shortstop, or rather a third baseman, Manji, who makes the easy catch. He was just absolutely sawed off on that pitch, in on his hands on the lefty Kaczynski, and it's 2 up, 2 down. On the soft out to Manji at third base.
And what makes that such a good pitch, Adam, on a 3-1 count, the hitter knows the fastball is coming, but he dots that inside corner, able to jam him and get a soft contact out number 2.
Here's Tyler Shiganaka. First pitch into him. Taken at the bottom of the zone, strike 1 on a fastball. Let's get you the Power defense in the outfield from left to right. Eli Brown, Aiden Torek, Noah Blythe. From third to first, Isaiah Manji at third, Michael Gonzalez at short, Dalton Thomas at second, Austin Haller at first. That pitch hits the outside corner. It's quickly 0-2. Angel Cortez will be doing the catching for Josh Martinez, who's up 0-2. And the count to Tyler Shiganaka, the right fielder for the Halos. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just misses outside. According to home plate umpire Esom Smith, it did miss just outside the zone. According to our K-zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No score, top of the first. Halos and the Power. A 1-2 pitch. Soft ground ball down the third base line, but foul. Isaiah Manji will grab it. A little different lineup for manager Casey Dill and the Power. Isaiah Manji in the lineup. His last inning against the Waves 4 days ago. He's played 4 times in the month of July. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's a fly ball down the first base line. Noah Blythe giving chase, and we'll go into foul territory. That ball was hit well, maybe 330 feet, but was drifting foul the entire way, so we stay at 2 strikes. All hung up there for nearly 5 seconds, but Noah Blythe had no play. He's really close to the first base line right now in the right field. Very interesting position. Another 1-2 pitch. Misses high. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jayce, you think there's anything to the Power leaving the right center field gap wide open?
I mean, that's dangerous, Adam. Obviously, Noah Blythe recognizes that that pitch was going more down the right field line, but he can still shoot it into that gap.
The 2-2 pitch misses inside. It's 3-2. Or maybe he's going where he can see better from the sun, which is behind the Power dugout. That makes it so tricky being a visiting team here. You're usually in the sun. So it's a full count with 2 outs. Top of the first. Martinez the pitch. Line drive left field. That's going to get down in front of Eli Brown. 2 out knock for Tyler Shiganaka. And the Halos have 1 aboard here in the first.
Yeah, that's a pitch that just got too much of the zone, middle upper part of the zone, and he just puts a good swing on it on a 2-strike count, able to get it into left field and turn on it.
Brings up Marcus Chavez, the cleanup hitter for the Halos. First pitch in, Chavez catches the outside corner, strike one on a fastball. 0-1 count with the runner at first, Tyler Shigenaka. The 0-1 pitch, it's in the dirt, ball one. Take you off for second. Shigenaka, the throw down is not going to be in time. Shigenaka gets there standing up. Wild pitch for Josh Martinez. So Nick Miller, the leadoff hitter for the Halos, flew out to Torque in center field. Then a soft pop fly to Isaiah Manji at third. Base hit for Tyler Shigenaka. He's on second after the wild pitch. Runner in scoring position for the Halos. Top of the first. 1-1 pitch to Chavez. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Sort of a half swing on that pitch. And he went all the way through. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I love the location on that pitch. Outside part of the plate and able to get a late swing and miss right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch home. Just misses outside. And we're even at 2.
Yeah, it's a big pitch here for Martinez, trying to get a quick 0 on the board, get that offense out there in the home half of the first. Trying to get a strike here with a runner in scoring position.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch misses outside off the glove of Cortez. And advancing to third is Tyler Shigenaka.
Yeah, that will be charged right there as a pass ball. Looked like it crossed up Cortez a little bit. He was setting more toward the inside part of the plate and kind of caught it from his backhand. Still a pitch that he obviously should have caught, but it gets off the webbing right there.
Full count with now a runner at third and 2 outs. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Foul down the first base line on a soft chopper. It looked like Martinez was going to have an easy 1-2-3 inning. Tyler Shigenaka has a long at bat and then lines a single into left field. Fouled by a wild pitch and a pass ball. He's 90 feet away from the Halos getting on the board first here at Palm Springs Stadium. Full count with 2 outs. Martinez out of the stretch, delivers to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He fooled Chavez with the changeup. Nasty pitch by Martinez. He's out of the first, stranding a runner on third base. The Power bats coming up in the bottom of the first. No score between the Halos and the Power in the last regular season game of the 2024 summer here at Palm Springs Stadium. You're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. Adam Oppenheim alongside Jayce Cicinelli for the last regular season game of summer 2024 for the Palm Springs Power. And they're going to face the righty Tyler DeYoung in the bottom of the first. No score, Halos in the Power out of Antelope Valley, same college that Noah Blythe played at and will now be transferring to Hawaii Pacific. And 5 appearances. He started all 5 at Antelope Valley. 2-1 with a 4.73 ERA, 26 2/3 innings, 33 Ks, 10 walks. That includes 1 complete game. And the righty will face Eli Brown to start here in the bottom of the first. Eli Brown, Aiden Torque, Austin Haller. The first 3 in the lineup for the Power. First pitch misses low, ball 1 from DeYoung. First pitch coming in at 93. Definitely has some heat on his fastball.
Yeah, that might be the fastest pitch Adam Power's seen all summer.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch from DeYoung. Catches the bottom of the zone, strike 2, or rather strike 1. The count's even at 1-1. Sitting above 90 this early in the game is a great sign, but doing obviously only 5 starts, like I just mentioned, at Antelope Valley. The 1-1 pitch, it's in the dirt, bounces over the net. Oh, and lands into this fence just below the bleachers. I've never seen a bounce like that. I think it might hit the glove.
Yeah, that was a pitch that was totally overthrown. A fastball spiked about 58 feet just in front of the plate. And obviously the catcher, Evan DeValley, does everything he can, but that's a ball where you can only just try and get a glove on it. Luckily there was no runner on, or runner was obviously able to advance there with it getting out of play.
I think it must have hit DeValley's glove to fly over the net. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Eli Brown. Here comes the pitch. It's in the dirt again. It's 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing the velocity early on, right, Adam? But 3 out of the 4 pitches aren't anywhere really near the zone. And now Eli Brown and another 3-ball count. And it just feels like he's always drawing walks and getting on base for this Palm Springs Power Ball Club.
Eli Brown in the hitter's count. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. It's up the middle. Nick Miller will make the play, crossing second. Fires to first. Just in time to get Brown. Smooth play by the shortstop, Nick Miller, for out number 1 of the first.
Yeah, Eli Brown doesn't get hard contact on the ball, but obviously Brown making it a lot closer than what it was.
Next up is Aiden Torque. Coming in with a team leading 5 home runs on the season, including 2 on the road at the San Diego Waves. Here comes the first pitch in. Torque. It's taken inside, ball 1. Aiden Torque has just been so good this year. 10 doubles, pair of triples, 28 runs batted in. He has been that guy for the Power out of the 2 spot. Pitch is fouled off to the right side, or the 3 spot, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden Torque obviously leads the Power in extra base hits, especially with 5 home runs and 11 doubles, both teams' highs in those categories.
It's 1-1 on Aiden Torque from Tyler DeYoung, trying to find the zone here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's lined to the first baseman. Nielsen off 1 hop. He's going to flip it to DeYoung in time for the second out. Was trying to make a decision between bringing that to the bag himself. Instead, he makes the short toss to DeYoung. And DeYoung beats Torque to the bag for the second out of the first.
Yeah, that's a good play, especially from a right-handed fielder, first baseman Vince Nielsen. Feels it on a backhand. It was Torque kind of hit it off the handle, but still got a good, some exit velocity onto it. But a good backhanded play by Nielsen, and a good job for the pitcher covering the bag as well.
Here is Austin Haller. Steps to the plate with 2 outs. And DeYoung looking to have a 1-2-3 inning, and this could be it. Chopper to the second baseman, LaJoy. Will throw on to first in time. Easy 1-2-3 inning on 3 ground outs from Tyler DeYoung. No score. We head to the top of the second between the Halos and the Power. You're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Like a family setting, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails?
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. Top of the second, Ethan Hagen will lead off, followed by Vince Nielsen and Nate LaJoy. Ethan Hagen went to Antelope Valley University. And the spring, will take a first pitch strike from Josh Martinez. The junior, 6'3", 210. Will step into the box. The 0-1 pitch. That misses well outside the zone. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Josh Martinez worked around a base hit. A wild pitch and a pass ball to get out of the first. The 1-1 pitch fouled off to the right side. We go to 2 strikes quickly. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Martinez doing a good job early on in this ballgame as far as commanding his fastballs we talked about in the open, but also getting ahead.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch comes home. It's a fly ball center field. Aiden Torek ranges back into his left to make the catch. So a ball that was hit well by Ethan Hagen, but it hung up. And plenty of time for Aiden Torek to make the catch in center field. For the first out of the second, no score between Palm Springs Power and the California Halos. Vince Nielsen will be next in the right-handed batter's box. Martinez ready and set to fire right away. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Blew a fastball right by him for strike 1. Vince Nielsen, the sophomore, takes the next pitch outside. It's 1-1. From Simi Valley, California. A lot of California players on this Halos team. The 1-1 is in for strike 2. Of course, California can spend many hours, as we all know. A giant state. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nielsen was off balance the whole time facing Martinez. And Josh Martinez picks up his second strikeout of the evening.
Yeah, Martinez is doing a good job. What he's doing really well, Adam, is he is locating really both corners of the plate, whether it's a left-handed or right-handed batter up. He's locating both corners, and when you're able to do that, then he can locate his secondary pitches as well.
Here comes Nate LaJoy. That's in to the right center field. Gap's going to be a long run for Torek. That's going to get down and go all the way to the warning track. LaJoy will stop at second base with a 2-out double, a ball that was crushed into the right center field gap. Noah Blythe was playing way over near that right field foul pole. And LaJoy makes him pay because Aiden Torek had no chance to catch that ball with the trajectory that was going, Jayce.
Yeah, that was a good swing by LaJoy, able to slice it the other way into the right center gap. And because of how far toward the line Noah Blythe was playing, there was no chance any fielder was going to be able to get to that. But how about Aiden Torek able to get that ball quickly in as far as where he was playing, more toward the left side of second base, and he's able to hold him to just a double.
Here is Evan DeValley, the catcher, with the runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Fouled back on the first pitch. He was right on the off-speed pitch from Josh Martinez. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second, Nate LaJoy, with a 2-out double into the right center field gap. The 0-1 pitch, it's in the dirt. We move the count to even at 1-1. 2 hits so far for the Halos, none for the Power. 1-1 pitch, Martinez sets, delivers, misses well outside. Aussie pitch that just slipped out of his hands, it looks like. Power have scored really early in games the first half of the season. It's slowed down a little bit in the second half. That's what's played tighter games. There's a line driving to right field, base hit. LaJoy's going to get the wave around third. Here's the throw from Blythe. He is out at the plate. Oh, what a throw on one hop from Noah Blythe. You can't run on Blythe. A terrific throw from the right fielder for Palm Springs. Cuts down LaJoy at the plate and holds the game at no score. We head to the bottom of the second after an outfield assist from Noah Blythe. You're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. Halos and the Power tied at 0. For 55 years, the Old Spaghetti Factory has been family-owned and operated. Visit today. Start your own family tradition with affordable meals, excellent service, and a beautiful setting. Noah Blythe, Angel Cortez, Dalton Thomas, 4-5-6, due up for the Power in the bottom of the second against Tyler DeYoung from the California Halos. What a 1-2-3 inning. 3 ground balls. And they were pretty simple ones to his infield. Here comes Noah Blythe stepping in, who has been the hottest hitter on the Power all season long, hitting .426, 49 hits, leads the team. 10 doubles, leads the team. 3 triples, is in second behind Aiden Torque. And he'll take the first pitch in for a strike. Also 42 RBIs is the team lead. He's called Mr. Power for a reason. He has been the key to a Palm Springs season that has been nearly impossible to touch for any team as the 0-1 pitch is fouled off to the right side. No blemish on their record until Wednesday, July 17th, when they lost 3-2 to the Inland Valley Bucks. So now 32-1 on the year. Looking to move to 33-1 before the playoffs against the San Diego Waves, which start tomorrow in a best-of-3 series. 0-2 pitch to Blythe. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tyler DeYoung had Blythe off balance, and he chases out of the zone for the first out of the second.
Yeah, you see a little smile right there from DeYoung, striking out his former teammate Noah Blythe. Took something off, looked like a slider out of the hands, and gets Blythe on 3 pitches. And you don't see Noah Blythe go down on 3 pitches very often, so good job for DeYoung to get his former teammate Noah Blythe out.
Angel Cortez catching today for the Power is next up here in the bottom of the second. Had some big games as of late as the first pitch misses outside, ball 1, including a 2-for-3 day against the Waves where he had 2 doubles and 2 runs batted in. That was the second game of the doubleheader at the San Diego Waves. 1-0 pitch to Cortez. We'll take it, but it's a strike down the outside corner. Goes to 1-1, 91 painted on that outside black. And Tyler DeYoung has certainly looked comfortable so far here at Palm Springs Stadium. Fastball has been good, off-speed has been a great change of pace. That off-speed, though, misses high above the zone. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Yeah, and the good news for the Power is this has been their best offensive inning all summer long. 51 runs in the second inning, and they've only allowed 6 runs to their opponents.
2-1 pitch, here it comes to Cortez. Fly ball, right field drifting, foul, and out of play.
Power as a whole, Adam, have outscore their opponents by 203 runs, 320 to just 117, and obviously that speaks very loudly for why they're 32-1.
The early innings been where the Power have been able to capitalize and hold the lead throughout the game behind some terrific pitching. Who's been consistent all year long. 2-2 pitch to Cortez. Breaking ball up in the zone to right field. Shiganaka comes on. Will slow down to make the catch. Started with the sprint in and then slowed up. And it's a fly ball to the right fielder for out number 2.
Yeah, really impressive so far from the hard right-hander Tyler DeYoung. And it's tough for power hitters. You haven't seen really 92, 93 all summer long, as we mentioned. We talked about his very first pitch of the night, 93, potentially being the hardest pitch that a power hitter has seen. And when you're sitting there, 92, 93, power hitters are going to have to make the adjustment, especially through that second and third time the order if he can go deep in this game.
Dalton Thomas will stand in and take the first pitch. And it's a ground ball to second base, LaJoy. Dalton Thomas hustling down the line. Throw is off the mark. An E4 from Nate LaJoy. Dalton Thomas was sprinting down that line, beats it out. But certainly an E4, and the first power base runner is aboard with 2 outs here in the second.
Yeah, and that's just a throw that Nathan LaJoy would love to have back. He didn't have to rush it. Obviously, Thomas was running a hard 90 out of the box, but still had a couple more seconds as far as getting a good grip on the ball and making that not a super far throw, obviously, from second to first, but unable to do that and just sailed on him, and Thomas is able to get on.
Dalton Thomas on first base, 4 stolen bags on the year for Aiden Perez, the designated hitter. DeYoung working with the runner on. First pitch misses low, ball 1. And we'll see how DeYoung will adjust to a runner being at first base. Beautiful scene here at Palm Springs Stadium. Pretty comfortable night. Not super hot. Misters are on here at the stadium. The 1-0 pitch will not be thrown. It will instead be thrown back to first base to check on Thomas, who's in standing up. Michael Gonzalez waits on deck as Perez is looking to get the second pitch of his at-bat from Tyler DeYoung. The 1-0 pitch lined into the netting behind home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first, Dalton Thomas. He's on a major hot streak. 6-game hitting streak was snapped against the San Diego Waves 4 days ago on the road. But he's been one of the hottest hitters in the power lineup and has been rewarded by being moved up to 6th in the lineup. 1-1 pitch. It's fouled back into the netting again by Perez. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, a couple good hacks, but how about a couple good pitches as well from DeYoung? Back-to-back fastballs now 90, and that one at 89 on the outer black, and Perez is able to get some wood on it as far as some good hacks. Just a late, obviously, on the outside pitch, and now has to make the adjustment in a 2-strike count.
He'll face 2 strikes. Thomas way off of first base, pitches low, and it's 2-2. Perez hitting .317 on the summer after joining the Power during the first week of June. He also had a 6-game hitting streak snapped. It was against the Inland Valley Bucks as that's in the dirt. Dalton Thomas takes off for second. He's in there safely. Pitch was low and in the dirt. It's a full counted. Thomas advances to second.
I love that delayed steal from Dalton Thomas. It was a good block for the Valley as far as obviously fielding that off-speed pitch in the dirt, but obviously Thomas didn't take off right away. Had a big secondary lead and then goes exactly on the second he was supposed to as far as getting that extra 90, and a really good read from Thomas.
Runner in scoring position for Palm Springs. They have no hits so far in the game. Bottom of the second. Thomas takes off for third. It's in the dirt past the Valley. Dalton Thomas, large turn, trying to head towards home. He was going to have the base stolen easily at third.
Yeah, ball 4 there, and he won't get credited with that stolen base because it was ball 4. But, I mean, either way, another good aggressive time for Dalton Thomas to be going on a pitch. And just like that, in 2 pitches, you're from first all the way to third, and now you're 90 feet away, hoping for Michael Gonzalez to try and drive you in.
That full count pitch did miss low, so it was ball 4. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Dalton Thomas on third, Perez on first base for Michael Gonzalez. hitting out of the 8 hole for the Power tonight. First pitch into Gonzalez. That's right down the middle, strike one. Michael Gonzalez playing in the PSCL in the morning when their season was going for the Blue Sox. And the Power at night, looking to come up big here early on. The 0-1 misses in the dirt. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Michael Gonzalez from L.A. Harbor. Hitting .250 on the summer. 1-1 pitch from DeYoung. High and tight, ball 2.
Yeah, Michael Gonzalez, he's been getting a lot of opportunities early on in the Power season. 6 runs scored in last 7 games. Has also reached base as well in his last 6 out of 7 as well.
2 balls, 1 strike. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. 2-1 catches the inside corner. Strike 2. Fastball at 90 from DeYoung, so that fastball already tailing off a bit. Started 93, now has been sitting 90 and 91 his last few fastballs. 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. DeYoung comes home. Check down to the field umpire. He went around. Michael Gonzalez is rung up. Strike 3. DeYoung picks up a key strikeout. His second of the inning, and strands runners on the corners for Palm Springs. We head to the third, no score between the Power and the Halos. You're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network.
Two locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
First pitch in is fouled back by Parker Sobelsiak. It's 0-1 with no outs, top of the third. No score between the Power and the Halos. Martinez working quickly. 0-1 pitch. Misses the outside corner. Counts even at 1-1. Josh Martinez has allowed 3 hits, but got bailed out by his right fielder, Noah Blythe, making a strong throw to the plate. Elevated heater. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Sobelsiak faces a 1-2 count with no outs, top of the third. The Halos have hit the ball well, but have not been able to capitalize. The 1-2 pitch misses low. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beautiful day here in Palm Springs. Nice breeze going through Palm Springs Stadium. The 2-2 pitch. It's a fly ball, left center field. Aiden Torek ranging back is going to get under it to make the catch. A ball that was hit well, but hung up for Aiden Torek to make the catch for the first out of the third.
And what Josh Martinez is doing well, he's getting quick outs. Obviously he does have a strikeout in each inning, but he's not walking guys. The pitch count's low. He's already 2 1/3 now. He has allowed 3 hits, but has made effective pitches and also had help from Noah Blythe back in the last inning.
Here's Nick Miller in the top of the lineup. Ground ball, third base side, foul. 0-1 Nick Miller, who flew out to Torek in the first inning to begin our ball game on 1 pitch. Once again, swinging on the first pitch. Makes it a 0-1 count. Martinez out of the windup. Delivery Good slider. It's 0-2. Ball that buckled Nick Miller's knees. Quickly 0-2. Martinez ready, fires home. Pop up first base side, out of play. So it bounces into the bleachers. We stay at 0-2 on Nick Miller. 1 out, top of the third. No score. 0-2 pitch, well outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it just feels like Martinez can really just locate his pitches wherever he wants. That's a good pitch right there on that 0-2 count.
Here comes the 1-2. It's low and in the dirt. Just a 2-2. Martinez has got to a lot of 0-2, 1-2 counts. And just has not been able to put hitters away. Martinez out of the stretch shows the glove to Cortez. Here he comes home. Misses low again. And he's worked it back to a full count, so Nick Miller, a couple of pitches near the zone, but has worked the count to full. Another full count delivery from Martinez. Ground ball, third baseline, fair! Down into the left field corner. Nick Miller makes the turn for second. He's going to be in there easily. He's going to make the turn for third. Eli Brown having trouble with it in the outfield. 1 out triple, Nick Miller. A ball that got stuck in the left field corner. Eli Brown couldn't pry it out of there in time to stop Miller from going to third base. And a runner is 90 feet away from the Halos taking the lead here in the third.
Yeah, that's a good swing from Nick Miller. A pitch, obviously lower part of the quadrant of the zone, able to put a good swing on it, keep it fair, barely by a hair, down to that left field corner. And that was a ball that had some weird backspin, kind of went off the fence and kept going as he gets the triple.
Nathan Kaczynski takes a first pitch strike, so Nick Miller was behind 0-2. He works it to a full count, and it's a ground ball right by Manji at third base. A hard hit ball. And here's the 0-1 pitch. It's on the ground of Gonzalez. This will certainly score a run. Gonzalez can't make the play at shortstop. An E6. And one where Gonzalez certainly was going to have an out on Nathan Kaczynski. The run was going to come in to score either way, but now the Power don't even get an out. And a runner on first with 1 run scores on the E6. So run's going to be unearned for Josh Martinez.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ball. We've seen, obviously, Michael Gonzalez be on that left side of the infield, mostly on the hot corner, but getting that started short, just unable to field it cleanly.
Tyler Shiganaka takes a first pitch strike right on the outside corner. So unfortunate turn of events for Palm Springs. A triple from Nick Miller with 1 out, and now at E6. That brings him home. So the next pitch misses low and away. It's 1-1 on Tyler Shiganaka with Nathan Kaczynski at first base. Pretty sizable lead. Martinez just comes home. It's a pop-up on the infield. This should be playable. Down the right field line, Dalton Thomas calls for on foul territory. Can't make the catch. He just overran it. He had a better angle, it looks like, than Austin Haller did. Thomas came behind Haller to try to make the catch. Towards the bullpen of the Halos he went and overran it by a step or two. Tried to dive back, couldn't make the catch. It did land in foul territory, though, so it's 2 strikes. But now Martinez continuing to throw more pitches in this inning. Has gone 3 or 4 innings in every outing this summer. 1-2 pitch, runner on first. The 1-2 pitch misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he hasn't got a lot of help early on in this ball game. Already 2 errors now in the ball game. And just trying to as you said, Adam, he's forced to throw more pitches, especially when you make an effective pitch, and that can be tough in your head.
2-2 pitch, breaking ball in on the hands, but it's fought off down the first base line. Really good battle by Tyler Shiganaka, who had a base hit in the first with 2 outs and got all the way to third. But the Halos have taken the lead here in the third and looking for some more damage early on. 2-2 with 1 out on Shiganaka. The pitch. That's a fly ball left center field. Eli Brown's going to range over, and he'll make the catch in front of Aiden Tork. And the left center field gap for the second out. Looked like could have been some miscommunication, but Torek puts on the brakes just before reaching Eli Brown.
Yeah, Torek's always running hard as far as balls, especially in the gap, but good communication as far as Eli Brown saying, hey, I can catch some fly balls too. Calls off Torek, gets a big out number 2 to help out his pitcher Martinez.
Marcus Chavez will take the first pitch in for a strike. That was a first pitch slider. Chavez has not looked comfortable at all at the play. That's the third time an at-bat plus. He has not been sure whether he wants to swing the bat or not. The 0-1 pitch that missed the zone. Looked like it actually caught the top of the zone, but it's called the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first, Kikinski. Martinez fires to the plate. Soft ground ball back to Martinez off his glove. He'll collect and fire to first in time to throw out Chavez. But the Halos get on the board. A 1-out triple from Nick Miller. He scores on the Michael Gonzalez air. The Power trail 1-0. We head to the bottom of the third. You're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network. The Power trail the California Halos. Isaiah Maggi will lead it off in the third in the 9-hole. We went to North Carolina A&T in the spring. He's looking for a new place to call home. Currently in the transfer portal. Looking for his first hit since June 28th. Of course, he's only played 4 games in between that time. But still, a hit would feel great for Isaiah Maggi. For the first pitch, he's swinging. Pop up to the shortstop, Nick Miller. Goes across second to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting number 10, Eli Brown.
Yeah, quick 1 pitch, 1 out there from DeYoung. But, I mean, talking to Maggi, he hasn't been super healthy as far as the summer goes. Hasn't dealt with a lot of injuries, according to him, talking to him in BP. But as far as his back is concerned, he's been dealing with some of that injury concerns early on in the summer, but says he feels better and hoping that he can get back on track.
Here is Eli Brown at the top of the lineup. It's a first pitch, possibly inside, but Evan DeValley just moved that ball way off the plate. That was actually in the zone for a strike, but DeValley just snatched his glove away, made it look like it was not in the zone. 1 ball, no strikes on Brown. The pitch. That's a good fastball at the bottom of the zone. Strike 1, so Tyler DeYoung has got up to 93. That fastball is at 89, but he's been throwing the ball at good locations. The 1-1 pitch to Brown. That's a ground ball. The shortstop Miller takes a high hop. He'll field and fire in time. Nick Miller smooth over there at shortstop for the second out.
Yeah, a little bit of deja vu. A couple ground outs for Eli Brown, both to the shortstop, and a really good play from Miller as far as not expecting that high hop, but he makes the adjustment, showing off the athleticism, jumps on it, gets it with the glove, able to get back, set his feet, make a strong throw, able to get the leadoff hitter, Eli Brown, for out number 2.
Aiden Torek with 2 outs, always dangerous. Well, you love to face him with the bases empty with the home run power he has. DeYoung looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Line drive, left field, base hit. Aiden Torek hit that ball off the bat at 100 miles per hour. That ball was crushed but luckily, not too much damage for DeYoung. Just a runner on first with 2 outs.
Yeah, as far as hard-hit balls go for the offense for the Power this summer, it's always Aiden Torek at the top of those charts. He's a guy that always is leading in the extra velocity off those base hits that he's collecting really all summer long, whether it's in the extra base hit category or singles like that. But it's always line drives that it just feels like off the bat of Aiden Torek, especially in the left field.
Austin Haller is next up for Palm Springs. Aiden Torek at first base after a hard hit ball. Here is Austin Haller, who's 1 for his last 17. Still hitting well above 340 on the year. First pitch misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. But Austin Haller, you have a feeling if Palm Springs wants to continue their offensive pursuit as Torek takes off for second. Here's the throw down. Not going to be in time as it stays just behind the second base bag from LaJoy. But as I was saying, if Palm Springs wants to have successful championship series where they're able to score early on in the game like they have most of the year and not have super close games near the end, Austin Haller is going to hopefully be that guy who's going to turn him back to himself, just be able to hit the ball hard every time like he did early in the season. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1, foul tipped into the mid to Valley.
Yeah, he's a guy that obviously one of the 3 power hitters with at least 40 hits or more other than Aiden Torek and Noah Blythe. And, I mean, he's a guy that really has to get going, as much agreed, Adam, especially in the 3-hole.
2-1 pitch, it's taken outside, 3-1. He'll certainly take a free pass. Anything to get his confidence to start rolling again, because when he is rolling, his Power team is nearly unbeatable. He faces a 3-1 count with Torek at second base. Line drive, right field base hit. Aiden Torek is going to get the wave towards home. Shiganaka's throw to the plate is not going to be in time. Aiden Torek scores standing up. RBI single, Austin Haller. Boy, does that have to feel good for Austin.
And that is a majestic swing by Austin Haller. A pitch lower part of the zone at 90, and he just turns on it. He's just simple with it, not trying to do too much, especially with 2 outs, knowing that a base hit has to score a run in Aiden Torek at second. Puts a good swing on into right field, able to tie up the ball game with Torek scoring the run.
The Power answer the 1 run in the top of the third from the Halos with 1 in the bottom of the third. Not looking to be done just yet with Noah Blythe at the plate. Haller's on first base. He'll stay put at first as the first pitch misses low. Ball 1 to Noah Blythe. It was 2 fastballs right at 90 miles per hour that Torek and then Haller went and just lined on the pull side to get on with both singles. The 1-0 pitch misses low in the zone. It's 2 balls, no strikes on Noah Blythe. Certainly has a good eye, but struck out his first time up. Looked to be a possible 1-2-3 inning, and just like that, the Power tie up the score. Haller takes off for second base. The throw is way wide. Haller's going to make a turn towards third. He'll stay put at second. Austin Haller is the team leader in stolen bases. Gets to second.
Yeah, he adds to that total right there, Adam, and a guy who leads the stolen bases by quite a margin now. 14 on the season. He's only been caught once.
And he got a terrific jump there. The Western Kentucky Hilltoppers had his way so far in this summer for the Power. 3-0 pitch, taken all the way. Not Noah Blythe's pitch. It's on the inside corner, strike 1 here. Certainly don't have a green light on that pitch, Jayce. Wants to look for something in the middle of the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike on Blythe. Haller takes off for third. Pitches away from DeValley. Another stolen base for Haller, and he's going to make the turn down the third baseline again. It's ball 4 to Noah Blythe. It's runners on the corners with 2 outs. And Austin Haller putting his wheels in motion.
Yeah, he was thinking about making the turn heading home, and instead he puts the brakes on and is going to try and let Mr. Angel Cortez to try and drive him in. But back-to-back good at-bats. Actually, 3 straight good at-bats for Power with the Aiden Torek line drive. Austin Haller driving in Torek, and then Noah Blythe able to draw the walk and continue the 2-out rally that Power has provided.
Angel Cortez up with runners on the corners, 2 outs. Looking to give the Power the lead in the third. Blythe takes off for second. They will throw down. Not in time. Noah Blythe standing up going into second base. An interesting call from Noah Blythe, who decides not to slide. The tag was applied, but just late by Nate LaJoy, the second baseman. Evan DeValley took a look towards third for Austin Haller, seeing if he was looking to take off, and decided to make an accurate throw down to second. 2 runners in scoring position, 1-0 pitch. Fouled off down the right field line.
Yeah, that's something you don't see a lot, especially when a runner's on the move. Whether Noah Blythe thought, obviously, DeValley was going to make the throw or not, you still got to slide no matter what. And I don't know if he didn't have any communication as far as whether his base coaches were concerned or the dugout, but either or, you got to be sliding, especially with 2 outs. You don't want to surrender that third out on the base pass.
1-1 pitch to Cortez, 2 in scoring position. Line drive left field. Solosiak slips. It's down for a base hit. Haller comes in to score. The throw to the plate. Blythe is safe. Coming in, standing up. 2 RBI single, Angel Cortez.
That is a big 2-out swing from Angel Cortez. A pitch elevated up and in. So breaking ball was a hanger at 80 miles per hour. Cortez takes advantage of it as far as the mistake pitch from DeYoung and gets a big clutch 2 RBI single. And we talked about Adam. The first 2 guys were retired in Mongie and Brown. 4 straight hitters have reached. 3 have come in to score. And Power, most importantly, now have the lead.
3-1 here in the third after a 3-run. Bottom of the third, Dalton Thomas first pitch. It's in the dirt, ball 1. 4 stolen bases in the inning for Palm Springs, and that has set up a giant inning for the Power. 1-0 on Thomas. Cortez at first base. The pitch catches the bottom of the zone. Strike 1. Thomas not the biggest fan of that call. Thought it missed low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cortez at first base, 2 outs. Pitch is inside as Thomas turns away from it. 2 balls, 1 strike. With 2 outs, pop out to the shortstop Miller to start the inning. Ground ball from Eli Brown, also to Miller. Then single by Torek, single by Haller. Walk by Blythe. Line drive, right field line. Drifting foul. That ball was hit pretty well by Dalton Thomas, 87 off the bat, but just didn't get around to it quick enough. And it's 2-2. After Blythe walked, it was a 2 RBI single by Angel Cortez. That's led to the 3 spot in the third for Palm Springs. Could say a classic Palm Springs inning this summer. 2-2 on Thomas with 2 outs. The pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Tied him up on the off-speed pitch. Dalton Thomas goes down swinging, but the Power score 3 in the third. An RBI single from Austin Haller and a 2 RBI single from Angel Cortez. The Halos score 1 in the top of the third. The Power score 3 in the bottom of the third. We head to the fourth. Josh Martinez walking out to the mound. 3-1, the Power lead the Halos. You're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals
Back here for the top of the fourth from Palm Springs Stadium, Jayce Cicinelli and Adam Oppenheim. To keep up to date with everything Palm Springs Power, follow us on social media. Follow the Power on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Palm Springs Power, or visit our website at palmspringspowerbaseball.com. Middle of the order here for the California Halos. Second time through the batting order. 5-6-7 with Ethan Hagan ready to lead us off. His first pitch from Josh Martinez sails high and outside for ball one. Hagan 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. Winds and deals on the 1-0. Martinez delivers, and that's a fastball, same spot as the first pitch. Missing high and outside, and 2-0.
And Esom Smith looked like he was going to call that a strike and then just pulled his arm back.
Comes downhill on the 2-0 on a hitter's count, and he fouls that one off to the right side. Well, you're seeing from Josh Martinez, no walks issued through the first 3 innings, and that's got to feel good after coming off with 8 in his last 2 outings in the last 7 innings. Entering tonight, so far none through 3. And obviously no bullpen movement so far. He's pitching very well. He's just allowed 1 run through 3. He's had allowed 4 hits so far, but he's been able to work around it and limit damage. Back in the second, got some help from Noah Blythe on another outfield assist for him. 2-1 delivery. Fastball misses high. 3-1.
And I think for Martinez, he's been fairly fortunate to not walk a batter because I don't know how many 3-ball counts this has been, but it's been a ton so far.
Out of the windup, delivers a 3-1. There's a check swing, and it got off the handle of the bat. It was a fastball, ran inside on the hands, but able to get some help from the hitter, Hagan, and now the count runs full to 3-2. Martinez from the belt on the 3-2 pitch. Fastball misses low and in for ball 4. So just like that, there's his first walk issued here to lead off the top half of the 4th.
The Halos have had no trouble getting guys on base. 5th guy who's reached, 6th guy. Actually, this Halos team, they really couldn't score a couple weeks ago against the Power.
Yeah, Power were victorious 15-1 back on July 5th. Martinez as well started that ball game. First pitch, that's going to be fouled off to the right side to number 6 hitter Vince Nielsen, who struck out swinging his first at bat. One of the 2 strikeouts so far for Martinez here in this ball game. Martinez, first time he's allowed the leadoff hitter to reach in an inning tonight. 0-1 count, swung on and missed for strike 2. Good depth to that pitch from Martinez. It's a breaking ball, 76. Looks like a changeup. Now ahead, 0-2 out of the stretch. Checks the runner and delivers the 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That time went to the slider. Gets the swing and miss. His 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
That was what they call a frisbee slider. Just started off the plate and went all the way in. Just disgusting movement from Josh Martinez.
So 1 out here for Nate LaJoy, who had a double. And he was obviously the base runner who got gunned down at the plate by Noah Blythe. First pitch swinging, grounds 1 up the middle. This could be 2. Michael Gonzalez takes him himself for 1. On to first for the double play. A 6-3 double play. Michael Gonzalez does it all himself, and that's how the inning will end. Martinez works out of the leadoff runner jam as we head to the bottom half of the 4th. Power on top, 3-1.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Hey Power Baseball fans, looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Try Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Back here for the home half of the fourth, 7-8-9 here for the Palm Springs Power as they lead the California Halos 3-1. Good job for Josh Martinez so far in this ballgame. 4 innings, has allowed just 1 run, and Aiden Perez, Michael Gonzalez, and Isaiah Manji, the 7 through 9, ready to lead us off their second time through the order. Aiden Perez standing in the box here, 0 for 0, no official at bat, walked in his first at bat and was stranded. Here's the first pitch. DeYoung delivers, and that's a fastball fouled off to the right side. Good lively pitch there from DeYoung. Still around the 89-90 range. So far has been around 92-93 and still has that velocity pretty lively here in this ballgame. 0-1 delivery. There's a broken bat, and there's a blooper down the right field line. A leadoff single for Aiden Perez on a ball that just sailed just over Vince Nielsen, the first baseman's head, for a leadoff base runner.
Looked like the bat from Perez was broken in slow motion. It looked like they kept holding on, seeing if the bat was going to fly off, and the top half ended up going near the mound.
And for as much as pitchers who have loved to pitch inside here in this summer league, you're not seeing a lot of broken bats, especially with this all being a wood bat league. Haven't seen many, but that's definitely the weird one we've seen. As I will send out Michael Gonzalez, LA Harbor product, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Winds and fires, and the first pitch, DeYoung delivers. Fastball in there on the inside, low and corner for an 0-1 count. Mentioned Gonzalez as far as getting opportunities, getting the call up from the PSCL. Next delivery, lines one into center field. That's a base hit. Perez will hold there, advance, and they just go station to station. Back-to-back singles and runners at first and second to open up the bottom of the fourth.
Really good start for Palm Springs here in the fourth. That ball was hit hard by Gonzalez, one of his hardest hits of the year. And he could really use that. And so could this guy, Isaiah Manji. Has a couple runners on and one in scoring position.
First time Power here in this ball game. Here now on the bottom of the fourth, who have had their first 2 hitters reach base safely, especially with 2 hits. And here's Isaiah Manji. Popped out as short as first at bat, and he lines up, base hit into left field. Casey Dill immediately puts the stop sign from Aiden Perez, and 3 straight singles, and that's got to feel good for Isaiah Manji.
Absolutely. Isaiah Manji is a guy who could really use a hit, and there's his first hit since June 28th. That's an excellent swing. A ball that was inside and also on the lower portion of the zone, and just hits it right through the 5-6 hole. Simple baseball play, but it's way easier said than done.
So base is loaded. Now you got to deal at the top of the order. Here's Eli Brown. 0 for 2 with a couple groundouts. The first pitch misses well outside. Catcher had to get out of his crouch and field that one. That one missed around the right-handed batter's box. 1-0 count here to Eli Brown. 4 multi-hit games in his last 6 games. That one's fouled off to the left side. Right around the on-deck circle there by Aiden Torek and Austin Haller. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Brown looking to do what he's done all summer long, and that's drive in runs with runners in scoring position. Here's the 1-1 from the windup. DeYoung delivers. Fastball misses high, 2-1. Around 88 there on that pitch. has lost a couple ticks as far as his fastball velocity, but still in the upper 80s. And now a hitter's count here at 2-1 has allowed the first hits, 3 straight hits. Swung on and missed for strike 2. It's a fastball at 87 elevated. Brown couldn't catch up, and the count runs even to 2-2.
Not only was it elevated, it was off the outside part of the plate. And that's a great location. 87, Eli Brown can certainly hit, but that pitch high in the zone, it's tougher.
Here comes the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. And that one misses well inside. That's going to get to the backstop. Aiden Perez is going to come in and score. Both runners, and Gonzalez and Maggi as well, both advance into scoring position, and Power with another run. Just a ball that was overthrown and missed well inside, and Brown had to get out of the way. And now, in a full count pitch, 3-2, up high for ball 4, and Eli Brown will add to his Palm Spring Power lead as far as walks is concerned with his 22nd of the season. So back with bases loaded here for Aiden Torek, and going to have a mound visit here. Had 3 straight hits from Aiden Perez, Michael Gonzalez, and Isaiah Maggi to open up this inning. And the walk there from Brown, the wild pitch. And Power, after trailing 1-0, heading into the bottom of the third, are now leading 4-1 here in the bottom of the fourth.
It's a dangerous spot, but Tyler DeYoung. Jayce, I don't see anyone down the right field line. This looks like it is his game to try to continue to pitch through. Not the best thing, but he also hasn't thrown a ton of pitches, so try to get him through this fourth and possibly the fifth and give his team a shot.
That was his third walk issue there to Eli Brown, and back at bases loaded, no outs, nowhere to put him for the ever-dangerous Aiden Torek. We talked about it earlier in the ballgame. The home run and doubles leader and the extra base hit leader for this Palm Springs Power offense. Definitely has the most power in this lineup with Noah Blythe right behind him. First one misses well inside above the head. Another backstop throw, and Michael Gonzalez will just slide in safely. DeValley fielded it pretty cleanly. It went right back to him in the backstop, but unable to get the speedy Gonzalez. And another wild pitch and another run for the Power.
Super fortunate bounce by DeValley. That looked like it hit a piece of iron behind the plate. That's why it bounced back so quickly. But that's why, if you're Michael Gonzalez, you get a giant secondary lead, especially Hagen's not holding you on at third base, so make sure you can score on a wild pitch.
1-0 to Torek, and that one misses again above his head. This time, Manji's going to put the brakes, and if you're Aiden Torek, you've seen 2 balls sail well over your head, and that's not a sight you want to see as a hitter.
Maybe it's just to set up an outside fastball? Most likely not, though, in all seriousness. Looks like DeYoung has really just lost command of the fastball. And now finally some action in the Halos bullpen.
2-0 delivery, and that one spiked in the dirt, and 3 pitches not even close. And if you're Aiden Torek, you are not swinging that lumber that you have right now on your shoulder. 3-0 count. Austin Haller would be due up next for the Palm Springs Power. Here's the 3-0. And he did swing 3-0. Drives the one down the left field line. Is it fair? Just foul. He did swing. He did have the green light 3-0. And if you would want someone to have that green light, it would be Aiden Torek, but just missing extra bases and 2 RBIs.
Yeah, Jayce, I made the motion to you to not so fast, as they say. That was a pitch that was elevated, and Aiden Torek loves the ball up in the zone. Luckily for DeYoung, it was just in on his hands.
So now a hitter's count still at 3-1, and misses inside and high for ball 4. So Aiden Torek will draw a walk, and the first 5 hitters have reached base safely. And this is just a dangerous sight here for the California Halos roster, and now you have the manager coming out for the California Halos. Looked like he just potentially made the signal to the pen, And we'll see if this is it. Here from Tyler DeYoung, who threw the ball well the first 2 innings, was pumping 92, 93, and just like that, yep, that will be all for Tyler DeYoung. We'll be right back here on the Palm Springs Power Broadcast Network after the pitching change. Jayce Cicinelli and Adam Oppenheim.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation.
So we're back here in the home half of the fourth with a new pitcher on, Emmanuel Ortega, to face Austin Haller here for the Palm Springs Power. And there's just nowhere to put these power hitters right now. Bases loaded, no outs. The first 5 hitters have reached, and Tyler DeYoung, who pitched well the first 2 innings, but finishes his outing with 3 innings plus, allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 4 walks, 3 punch-outs out of the 20 hitters that he faced. Here's Austin Haller, who had an RBI single and later came around to score, also a stolen base as well, back in the home half of the third. So he did a little bit of everything. First pitch from the lefty, and that one misses outside, 1-0.
And this is most definitely a tricky spot to come into for Manuel Ortega. Bases loaded, chance of the game being blown open, and a top hitter on the power.
Next pitch, that one misses in the dirt, and quickly 2-0. Austin Haller, third on the team in hits with 43. Coming into tonight and collected his 14th stolen bag. The team leader in that category. And ahead in the count here, 2-0 with the lefty-lefty matchup, 2-0. There's a breaking ball, does catch the lower outside corner. Gets back in the count now at 2-1. And if you're Ortega coming out of the pen, you're just trying to throw strikes. As a 2-1, Haller puts a charge in a one, deep right field. That one's carried and one hops the wall. 1-run score, and Eli Brown's getting the stop sign. He'll hold there. And Haller with a long single on a 97 exit velocity to right field for another RBI.
A very unusual RBI single that's over 350 feet and one hops the wall. That was a great hit by Haller, but it was a really smart play to have his head up and locate where Torek was, because he easily could have been thrown out. Some great reads by the power on the bases. That should have scored at least 2.
Well agreed is the first one here to Mr. Power, a.k.a. Noah Blythe, and that one sails below the knees 1-0. Noah Blythe 0 for 1, a walk, stolen base, and later came around to score back in the third. A 1-0 count. Ortega misses outside, 2-0. Seeing a very huge drop in velocity. First starter threw in the low 90s, 92, 93, as Blythe puts a good swing and a base hit into left field. Eli Brown will score, and they continue to go station to station, and another RBI single, and the bases remain loaded, and already 4 runs home for the Power, and they lead 7-1.
Everything Palm Springs is hitting has just been a rocket. That ball was right by Hagan at third base. Noah Blythe all over that pitch. Too many pitches catching the middle of the plate. That has been just the downfall of this Halos pitching staff between DeYoung and now Ortega. You got to be able to hit the corners. Anything over the middle of the plate.
Here's Angel Cortez, takes upstairs 1-0. A breaking ball there. Looks like a changeup at 62. And Angel Cortez had a good swing his last at bat, a 2 RBI, 2-out single to give Power the 3-1 lead. And he puts another good swing. That one's going to split the alley into right center. 1 run scoring, 2 run scoring. Noah Blythe's going to come around to score. Angel Cortez is getting the green light to third. It's a base clearing triple for Angel Cortez. And Power, just like that, with the big 10-1 lead.
Who says catchers aren't athletes? I mean, Angel Cortez put a terrific swing on that ball off the bat at 95, was hanging to the gap the entire way. And Angel Cortez, how about the second triple of his summer? He has had a day at the plate already, 5 runs batted in.
Yeah, 5 runs batted in, 2 hits in his last 2 at-bats. And now here's Dalton Thomas, the 9th hitter in the inning, still no outs. So first pitch, it does catch the inside corner on the fastball, 0-1.
Every hitter trying to reach for Palm Springs in the inning without an out.
0-1 delivery, and there's a chopper to third, and quickly checking the runner back to first and gets the out as Ethan Hagan gets the 5-3 put out, and Dalton Thomas, first batter retired here in the 4th.
Looks like Palm Springs came out with some vengeance after losing against the Bucks, and they're taking it out on the California Halos, and they cannot stop this power ball from continuing to just roll down the hill. It has been an out-of-control inning for the Halos pitching staff.
So 7 runs in the inning, and here's Aiden Perez, takes a strike. Fastball elevated. Aiden Perez, who led off the inning with a single, and later came around to score on a wild pitch. Now quickly another bullpen movement, getting action down there. As the next one, breaking pitch sails outside, 1-1. Looks like Marcus Chavez slowly making his way down into that Halos bullpen. Power leading 10-1 here in the 4th, 1-1, and Perez goes the other way to right field. That's a base hit. Another RBI single for the Palm Springs Power in the inning, this time from Aiden Perez. So here's Michael Gonzalez. Power led off this inning with 3 straight hits. That's Aiden Perez, second hit in this inning alone as the first one misses inside to Michael Gonzalez. Gonzalez also later came around to score. One of the 8 runs home in this inning. In this long bottom of the 4th, still just 1 out. Here from Emmanuel Ortega, who came on after starting pitcher for the Halos, Tyler DeYoung, ran into trouble, was unable to record an out. And Ortega so far hasn't been very effective out of the pen. It's allowed 3 straight hits from Haller, Blythe, and the base clearing triple by Ortega. Finally got an out on a Dalton Thomas ground out as it releases the next pitch on the fastball, misses outside, 2-0. And then right there, back with another hit allowed from Aiden Perez. 4 out of the 5 hitters he's faced, he's allowed 4 hits. Next pitch. Fastball misses the outer black. And a 3-0 count to Michael Gonzalez. You are seeing Holden Phelps start warming up down there in the Palm Springs pen. So we'll see if that's all from Josh Martinez. 3-0. There's a good slider. He does catch the outside corner, 3-1.
And Martinez, it's been a lot of waiting around for the 4th inning. But on the positive side, the team has scored 8 runs.
There's another gorgeous slider. That one catches the outer black as well. From 3-0 now to 3-2. Seven hits for the Palm Springs Power in this inning out of their 10 in the ballgame. 3-2 offering. And that one does catch the inside corner for strike 3. Michael Gonzalez already threw the bat, assuming he was going to go down to first. But a good pitch on the outer black right on the corner for out number 2.
It was a good call. And it's a big second out.
So 2 outs here for Isaiah Manji. Also had a hit in this inning as well. First pitch, and that one catches the outside corner, and now you're seeing kind of Manuel Ortega start commanding both sides of the plate. Got the strike 3 looking to Michael Gonzalez. So far starts out Manji on the outside corner. There's a slider, just misses outside, 1-1. Palm Springs Power was trailing 1-0, and 2 innings later now lead 11-1. That one sails outside. 2 balls and a strike to Manji. Ortega checks Perez and delivers. That's another slider. That one missed low as well, below the knees, around the ankles, and now a 3-1 count. Only 2 walks in this inning. Rest have been hits for the Palm Springs Power. Here's the 3-1 count. Manji, good swing, but fouls it straight back around the right side, just to the right of us. Now a full count pitch coming up with 2 outs. Here comes the full count offering, 3-2, and Manji puts it in the air down the right side. Coming on, charging is Shigenaka, and he takes the nice sliding grab for the final out of the inning. Got a late read, but able to make the grab. And the Halos are out of the inning, but not before the Palm Springs Power with an 8-run inning. And they lead 11-1 as we head to the top of the 5th.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Of outdoor living spaces in the desert, nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Top of the fifth here from Palm Springs Stadium for the final home regular season game of the summer before we have the first game of the championship series against the San Diego Waves. And the pitching matchups haven't been announced yet, Adam, but a lot of talented and good options for Casey Dale to decide.
And this is an interesting game because you really want to use just one guy out of the pen. Not even sure if we're going to go 9 innings here tonight, obviously. It still could go 9, but it's an 11-1 ball game after an 8-run inning. We're already an hour 30 in.
Top of the fifth, Holden Phelps, the new right-hander on for the Palm Springs Power to face Evan DeValley. First pitch, fouled, straight back to the netting, 0-1. Evan DeValley 1 for 1, singled off Josh Martinez. One of the 4 hits Halos were able to grab off Martinez, and Martinez went 4 innings like he's done all summer long, allowed just 1 hit, or 1 run, pardon me, as the next one, breaking ball spiked in the dirt, 1-1. Phelps out of the windup, kicks and fires, 1-1, swung on and missed for strike 2, blew the heater right by him, and now 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Phelps back on the right side of the rubber, the 1-2 delivery, and there the slider missing in the dirt. Around 58 feet there on that pitch, just in front of the plate. Now the count runs even to 2-2. Palm Springs Power beat the Halos 15-1. Last time they faced them on July 5th, and pretty much same story here, 11-1 in the top of the 5th, and gets the strike 3 call. Fastball right at the knees, and Valley's caught looking for the first out.
It's the perfect pitch. Holden Phelps is not going to throw in the low to mid-90s, but his high 80s fastball has excellent location. There's a reason why he's been a top 3 reliever for Palm Springs all summer long.
First pitch, and that one's drilled down the line, just foul to Parker Sobelsiak. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Here comes the 0-1, delivers from the belt. There's a slider, just misses outside. Good spot, just off the outside high corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Phelps pitching from the third base side of the rubber and delivers the 1-1. Slider misses high as well. And 2 balls now and 1 strike. And you mentioned it, Adam. This is a game where if you're the Palm Springs Power, you have obviously your weekend series, the most important of the season, the championship series. There's a fastball at the knees, 2-2. You don't want to waste too many bullpen arms, especially when you have a big 11-1 lead.
Absolutely. That's got to be the main key in this game, besides just throwing strikes.
And here's the 2-2 pitch, and this one is lifted out to left. Going on it is Eli Brown on the run, but makes the backhand grab for out number 2.
It's a really good hit by Sobelsiak. At least a good piece of wood on that ball. But once again, Holden Phelps, he's super comfortable throwing inside the zone. There's no reason to act like you're protecting a 1 or 2 run lead. You're up 10 runs. Just fire the ball into the zone.
2 outs now for the leadoff man, Nick Miller. First pitch swinging, fouls that off to the left side by the Power dugout. Miller 1 for 2. Has scored the only Halo run on a triple back in the third and also flew out to center. Phelps quickly back from the belt, the 1-1. There's a ground ball up the middle coming on as Gonzalez spins, fires to first. No, just not in time. That was a highlight reel type of play from Gonzalez, and probably any other hitter running down the line, he's going to get him out. But Nick Miller, the speedster he is in the leadoff spot, able to beat it out.
There was only one chance Gonzalez could make that play. He had to field it cleanly, spin on the run, and make an accurate throw. He did all 3 of those, plus a bonus of it hitting off the mound and coming up to him. I mean, that is a play that is impossible to make, and it was almost just made by Michael Gonzalez. Jayce, I think that would have been the play of the summer.
Yeah, that was a highlight reel type of play. We've seen Cody Kashimoto make some sparkling plays up the middle, but that was right there on the list as the first pitch is in there to Nathan Kukinski. 0 for 2, reached on an error and a pop out to third, and quickly 0-2 as it takes another strike just below the letters. Another good spot around the upper part of the zone.
I mean, you just think about that Gonzalez play. You have to read the ball well, spin and fire. Just a ridiculous play.
0-2 delivery. Goes to the changeup on 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Strikes out Kukinski to retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Palm Springs Power with the big 11-1 lead over the California Halos.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
Bottom of the 5th, Jayce Cicinelli, Adam Oppenheim. We're coming back early here just to obviously talk about our Palm Springs Power staff, Adam. It's been a pleasure to have them around. And with our season wrapping up and the last home game tomorrow, we just want to recognize as far as all the people that make all of these game nights possible and who help out, and starting with owner Andrew Starkey and the good man that he is leading this company, or the Palm Springs Power, Justin and Tyler, and what they do. Steve with obviously controlling the tickets, and our PR person as far as making the fan environment fun. Griffin Epstein, our marketing manager. Photographers, Anne-Marie, Darby, and Hazel. Our game operation interns, Ben, Andy, and Ryan, who helped out mostly with the PSCL league that we had, but we're helping early on as well with the Power. Our marketing interns and the job that they do as far as the promotions and the fan experience. Chris, Devin, Griffin, Margarita, Meredith, and Sean, Lou. Our TrackMan people, John and Ethan, and all the data and stuff that they provide during the game to make it easier on us. The rest of our broadcast team, besides me and Adam, EJ Sanchez, Cole Pavelio, Stephen Buxton, and all the hard work and pleasure to work alongside them, and the Power coaching staff, manager Casey Dill, and the players making it fun for us, Sue and all of her concession stand team and what they do. As here's Eli Brown ready to lead it off. First pitch misses inside, and last but not least, all the fans all summer long, all the support that you guys have been showing, not only in person if you haven't made it to the stadium, but also you guys watching from wherever you guys are on this broadcast and giving us all the support as Brown fouls that off to the left side at 1-1, and just doesn't speak enough for all the compliments, the support that we have received from multiple parents of players on the Palm Springs Power or the PSCL, and we just appreciate all the support and everything that we've gotten. As Brown sends one into center field for a base hit up the middle, and Brown with a leadoff single here in the 5th.
To bounce off that point, Jayce, there is absolutely no I in team. The marketing team who makes all these things happen around the stadium, the players who have been working on the field after some of our operations interns worked those morning games in the PSCL. It is impossible to put on an event like a baseball game.
Yeah, as Torek fouls that first pitch off to the left side down the line. And I mean, yeah, it's been a very fun summer. Been thankful to meet everyone here and the experience that it's been, and the fun time watching this Palm Springs Power team and the PSCL team. They've both been fun as Torek lines one into left field coming on and fields it on a hop, and a base hit as Sobel Siak able to fire it back in, and back-to-back singles to lead off the 5th.
I'm not sure Torek even thought that ball was going to get down in front of Sobel Siak, but it's first and second, no outs. And this is not the start you want once again for the Halos in the 5th. This game could get even more out of hand.
So here's Austin Haller as Eli Brown and Aiden Torek have both reached base safely. Back-to-back singles. Haller 2 for 2 in his last 2 at-bats with 2 RBIs, and that's got to feel good for him as the first one is a slider Misses low around the ankle area, 1-0. Austin Haller 2 for 3. Couple singles and struck out in his first at bat. 1-0, and that one gets him right around the shoulder area, but quickly throwing his bat and seems to be okay, and he'll reach on the hit by pitch, and the bases are loaded for Noah Blythe. So an 11-1 power lead, and first 3 hitters have got on, and the bases are juiced yet again like last inning for Noah Blythe, who's got on base last 2 times with a walk and a single and has done his job. Pretty much the team leader in almost every offensive category. Batting average, hits, runs is Ortega checks the runners and delivers. Fastball elevated, does catch the top of the zone, 0-1. Also RBIs, also has 8 sac flies as well. Guy who puts a lot of balls in the outfield when there's less than 2 outs and the runners at third. Driving in those runs, he takes a strike on the outside corner, quickly 0-2. Ortega delivers the 0-2. Fastball outside, 1-2. Palm Springs Power now 11 runs on 12 hits, 2 errors. The Halos, California Halos, 1 run on 5 hits and 1 error. Here in the bottom of the 5th, 1-2, and Blythe lines one right to short and gets it on a hop to 1, on to first for the hardest. And now it's a fielder's choice. It was originally looked like it was going to be ruled out. It's a fielder's choice, and that is Noah Blythe is just going to laugh at that one. That was a 104 exit velocity. Nick Miller, I don't even know how he got a glove on that. Snow cones that, gets the force at second, but most importantly, Blythe with another RBI.
I mean, that looked like a line drive off the bat, Giancarlo Stanton. That ball was absolutely hammered by Noah Blythe. That ball was 104 off the bat, but that sounded like the hardest hit ball we've heard at Palm Springs Stadium this summer. And the question is, did Nielsen hold on to the bag? The umpire, Guy Thomas, on the bases, said he was off the bag. I thought he was on the bag, but Guy Thomas was looking from in front of second base, which really doesn't have the angle if Nielsen held on to the bag.
So Blythe will remain at first, an RBI fielder's choice. One of the hardest hits, if not the hardest hit he's had in the summer. Feels like every time he puts the ball on the screws, it just goes right at a fielder, and he laughs about it. As far as a lot of those turning into hard hit outs. Either or, Power with runners on the corners and another run home as Brown scored on the play for Angel Cortez. Big cut, but came up empty on the fastball, 0-1.
And Cortez's 5 RBIs in a game, tied for a season high. Aiden Torek did it on June 5th, and Eli Brown did it on June 12th.
Has a chance with a runner at third to deliver the 6, and there's a fastball just missed off the outer black, but gets the call, and quickly 0-2.
And just put a ball in the outfield, and he has 6 RBIs.
0-2 count, and he does just that. Fly ball straight away center field. Kakinski's under it, makes the grab, and here comes Torek sprinting for the plate. The throw is not in time. A sac fly RBI, and right on cue, Adam, Cortez delivers his 6th RBI of the game.
And there it is, the most RBIs by a power player in a single game this summer. 6 RBIs, and we're still in the 5th.
What a night that Cortez has had, and I don't even think it's a question, Adam, that we're probably just going to rule him player of the game right now.
You might as well, unless someone hits by grand slam. That's one of the only ways that would be beaten.
It's good base running from Blythe as well, advancing to second. Here's Dalton Thomas. First pitch swinging aggressively, but fouls that pitch. Fastball to the right side and out of play.
He's the only guy on this power team without a hit tonight. So DT looking to get on the scorebook.
Yeah, Dalton Thomas with 6 out of the last 8 games with a hit, and one of the 7 power hitters with at least 20 hits. Make that 1 out of the 8 now, with Perez collecting his 20th. Back in his last at bat as the fastball sails outside, 1-1. Perez with 2 hits tonight coming in. So pardon me, that's 21 now. He came in with 19 tonight. Perez is due up next. 1-1 here to Thomas. That one misses low and in the dirt. Good job by DeValley to keep it in front, 2-1. And you asked Dalton Thomas, he's playing the best baseball right now as we speak, and he's just putting up better at bats. He's feeling more comfortable at the plate. And he's definitely a guy who has been working at bats all summer long, but he's really getting that hit column going. So fastball, next pitch, sails outside. Now a hitter's count here at 3-1. We mentioned hits in 6 out of the last 8, 3 of those games for multi-hit games. 5 RBIs in that span as well, and there's a good slider in there on the 3-1 count. And Thomas was taken all the way on that pitch, and now the count runs full to 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs. Blythe at second. Dancing off second, the 3-2, and muscles one to second base. Bobbled, still has a play on to first and in time. Nathan LaJoy bobbles it at first, but able to initially get Thomas out on the 4-3 putout to end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 6th here at Palm Springs Stadium. Jayce, Cicinelli, Adam Oppenheim. You are watching this on the Palm Springs Power Broadcast Network.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Two locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
Top of the 6th here at Palm Springs Stadium. Johnny Young, the new pitcher on, as Holden Phelps just went 1 inning in this ball game, and he'll probably be asked upon to pitch whether it's tomorrow or Sunday. One of the more reliable pitchers in that pen for that championship series, and we would expect him to appear in one of those games. We don't know when that will be. As the first pitch is a half-hearted cut and a foul off to Tyler Chiganaka. 1 for 2, a single and a fly out to left. Power were shut out the first 2 innings of this ball game and have absolutely exploded. A 3-run inning in the 3rd, an 8-run inning in the 4th, and 2 in that last bottom of the 5th. So 13 runs in the last 3 innings. Very encouraging to see from a Palm Springs Power offense that is ready to have their most important series of the weekend, the championship series against the San Diego Waves, as Johnny Young drops a slider in there to Tyler Shiganaka, and quickly ahead 0-2. Have that broadcast here at Palm Springs Stadium on Saturday at 7 p.m. And myself and Adam Oppenheim will be on the call for Sunday. And next pitch, kind of tomahawky one into left field is Shiganaka, but now Eli Brown with some room down there in foul territory is able to make the grab. And a fly out to left field for the first out. So one out here for Marcus Chavez. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Chavez, our beer batter tonight. For those of you that don't know on the broadcast, they strike out at any point. Bud Light or Budweiser drafts $3 for the next 10 minutes after he strikes out, as he was. Power fans were victorious in that fact as Chavez struck out back in the first as the 1-0 pitch missed high. Now it's 2-0. 2-0, and that one catches the corner, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that one misses in the dirt and low and away. And now that's a hitter's count here, 3-1 to Marcus Chavez. Johnny Young trying to get back in the count here, 3-1. Here to the cleanup man, Chavez. Power lead 13-1, one out here in the top of the 6th. And 3-1 pitch, sails high for ball 4. A one-out walk, and that'll bring up Ethan Hagen. Hagen, the hot corner third baseman for the Halos, 0 for 1 with a walk and a flyout. It's looking like we might potentially just play 7 innings in this ball game. So if that's the case, Power 5 outs away from winning their 33rd of the season. First pitch swinging, a high infield pop-up. Haller calling for it right away and gets the pop out. And Ethan Hagen retired on 1 pitch for out number 2. So 2 outs for Vince Nelson. Nelson 0 for 2, couple strikeouts, trying to avoid the hat trick and put it in play here in this plate appearance. First pitch, Young out of the stretch, and this one's lined into center. Is it going to hang up? And it is. Torek comes in, charging on the lineout, here to end the inning. After the one-out walk, Johnny Young works the scoreless inning. We'll head to the home half of the 6th. All Palm Springs Power over the Halos, 13-1.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Back here for the bottom of the sixth, and we have a treat for you. Ishmael Quintero, one of the PSCL pitchers, also won Rookie of the Year award for the PSL. He's getting a chance to bat. Facing Marcus Chavez, first pitch, grounds one up to second. LaJoy fields it on hop over to first, not in time. And on the first pitch of that bat, Ishmael Quintero with an infield single.
Ishmael Quintero, rare at bat, and makes the most of it swinging on the first pitch. That was awesome. Hustled down the first base line. That is certainly an infield single. How about that? The Quintero family, they've been big in the PSCL and for the Power. And that just adds to a storybook season for both of them, playing in the PSCL and Ishmael getting elevated to the Power.
Here's Michael Gonzalez, takes the first pitch outside. Gonzalez 1 for 3, a couple strikeouts and a single and a run scored. 13 hits now for the Power on 13 runs. Chavez delivers the next pitch in there. Mentioned Marcus Chavez, the new pitcher on here in this inning for the Halos. One, and that one misses around the shoes. Quintero will decide to stay put, 2-1. Two balls, one strike the count. Here's the 2-1. That one misses high and outside, 3-1. So hitters count here, 3-1 to Gonzalez. 3-1, and he lifts one out into right center. That one slicing away from the fielders. That's going to get down. Quintero will go to third. Gonzalez is digging for second, and they'll stay right there. A double for Gonzalez, and the Palm Springs Power are cooking with 2 runners in scoring position.
This team just continues to hit. Just an unbelievable night for the Bats.
And this is the exact start you need with their playoff championship series ready to take set for tomorrow. And here's Isaiah Manji. Manji 1 for 3, a single pop out and a fly out. Also a run scored as well. One of the many power hitters that have scored a run. First pitch to Manji, a little dribbler down the first base line. That's going to stay fair, and Nielsen will just step on the bag himself. And a 3 unassisted for out number 1.
Interesting play. First out of the inning.
And here's Fred Buxton, who's going to get a pinch hit opportunity off the bench to replace Eli Brown. So Buxton from Vanguard University, and guy's been in and out, normally at shortstop. Getting the night off tonight, and coming off the bench, first pitch swing, a high fly ball into center field. Kakinski's under it for out number 2, and they're going to send home Quintero. A good throwing arm, the throw to the plate, just not in time. Good slide from Quintero, and it's a sac fly RBI off the bench for Fred Buxton. Love that, swinging aggressively early in the count. A player off the bench, getting a good pitch to drive and just get in the outfield to produce another run, and that's what he does right there for Buxton. So 2 outs. Gonzalez advanced to third on that fly out, and that will send up Aiden Torek. First pitch, that one misses low and in for ball 1. Torek tonight has been on base 3 out of the 4 plate appearances, 2 singles, a walk, and a ground out, and has scored all 3 times that he has reached on base. 1-0 to Torek. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Blew the fastball by him, and a ball and a strike. Power now leading 14-1 here against the Halos. A 1-1 count, and Torek sends one out into center field, and Kakinski's been busy in this inning. He'll put it away for the final out, but Power add another run to their lead, 14-1. As we head to the top of the 7th here from Palm Springs Stadium.
Adam Oppenheim alongside Jayce Cicinelli. Glad you could join us here on the top of the 7th. Palm Springs Power being the California Halos by a score of 14-1. Halos 1 hit, 1 run on 5 hits, 1 error. Power 14 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors. Here before the stretch, it's Nate LaJoy, Evan DeValley, and Parker Sobel-Siak. LaJoy is 1 for 2, has one of the 5 hits, and the only extra base in the ball game for the Halos. A double back in the second. It's thrown out at the plate by Noah Blythe. First pitch misses low from Johnny Young. Second inning of works. Appeared in 5 games this year, 1-0 and 9 2/3, 4.66 ERA. And gets ready to fire the 1-0 to LaJoy. It's in for a strike. Johnny Young doesn't throw particularly hard, but his location is what's important to him. Also playing the PSCL for the Lumberjacks. Is the 1-1 pitch. That slider misses well inside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 on Nate LaJoy. Here's the pitch from Johnny Young. Line by Austin Haller at first base in a right field, base set. Leadoff knock for Nate LaJoy.
Yeah, that's a pitch right there for Johnny Young that he would love to have back, and that was a fastball pretty much right down the middle, and simply going the other way was LaJoy and a leadoff base runner.
Evan DeValley is now at the plate. We have also some defensive substitutions. I believe we'll get to those when we can see them in the outfield. Here's the first pitch in DeValley. In on the hands. Haller makes the catch in foul territory. Taps his glove on the bag. It's not in time, says Guy Thomas, the field umpire. Haller made a nice sprawling catch in foul territory, using some of that great agility. And Evan DeValley is retired on the soft line drive to first base. Parker Sobel-Siak is up the 9-hitter for the Halos. Runner on first is still LaJoy. Here's Johnny Young's pitch. Good slider. But it misses for ball 1.
Yeah, it looks like that's Fred Buxton at short. Michael Gonzalez looks like he's in left, but as far as right field, we'll get to that in a second.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's high and tight. It's 2-0. It is really hard to see out there. We're just scanning with our eyes, trying to see who's out there in right field. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Catches the top of the zone, strike 1. It's 2-1 with 1 out, top of the 7th. Runner on first.
Looks like that's Andrew Rivas out there. I just saw the number 28. Saw Rivas playing the outfield back on the road against the Inland Valley Bucks, and it looks like he's the man out there.
Here's the 2-1 pitch to Sobel-Siak. Misses out for ball 3. Hitters counted 3-1. The Halos had chances early in the ballgame in the first 3 innings, but they've been shut down the past few innings. As that 3-1 pitch is in the dirt, ball 4. Nelson able to keep it in front of him, but it's first and second with 1 out.
Now batting, number 3, Nick Miller.
Yeah, here in the 7th, you're Johnny Young. Obviously, we still don't know if we're going 7 or 9, but either way, Phelps certainly went his 1 inning work, and now you're trying to get some innings out of Young. Definitely don't want to try and walk some hitters as he's done already in this inning. Trying to just pump strikes with the 14-1 lead.
Well, with 1 out, we might find our answer soon. Soft ground ball to third base. Manji is going to let it roll. Foul. Wow. Isaiah Manji had no choice but to let that roll down the third base line. A high IQ play. And it rolled just to the left of the third base bag. Looked like it was going to hit the bag. Well, it just went to the left, took a power roll, as they say. Not in baseball, but in football.
Yeah, that was a good play from Manji because, as you mentioned, Adam, especially with the leadoff hitter and Nick Miller up, you were not going to get him out. You already saw Michael Gonzalez make a fantastic play across the diamond earlier in the ballgame, but he was able to beat that infield single out back in his last at-bat.
0-1 on Nick Miller with 1 out. First and second. LaJoy at second. So we'll see Siak at first. 0-1 pitch. Just misses the outside black. It's 1-1. Counts 1-1 with 1 out. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Line drive right back at Johnny Young. Throws over to first to double up. So will Siak. Oh, what a play by Johnny Young. A ball that was a rocket off the bat of Miller. Flips his glove up in time. And he just casually tosses over to Haller at first to double off Sobel Siak. A line drive right at Johnny Young. Reacts in time. What an incredible play by Johnny Young. Wow. We stretch here in the 7th. Still look like we're going on between the Power and the Halos, 14-1. You're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Back here for the bottom of the 7th. Take me out to the ball game at Sweet Caroline to Classics at the baseball field. And know what else is classic? Austin Haller getting another at-bat. 5th at-bat here coming in the 7th. That's the usual for the top of the power lineup. First pitch in. It's a soft line drive off one hot Miller. Plays it, fires on to first in time. Thought that ball was going to suddenly go into the outfield, but Miller just waited for it to drop and made the easy throw over to first. Made that look pretty simple. And here comes Alonzo Reyes, pinch hitting for Noah Blythe.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, Adam. Looks like it was definitely Rivas, a left-handed glove out there, so we'll see what happens.
Reyes takes a first pitch strike. 14-1 ball game, bottom of the 7th. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's outside. The count moves to 1-1. Here's the ball on the ground of the third baseman, Hagan. It gets by him into left field. See what that's ruled. Could be a base hit. Looked like it was a sliding attempt made by Hagan.
We're going to wait for our official score here. And he's going to rule it a hit. So a good piece of hitting from Alonzo Reyes as far as getting a base knock off the bench for the Power.
So base hit by Reyes brings up Tyler Nelson for his first at-bat of the night. Subbing in a catcher for Angel Cortez. Tyler Nelson ready, first pitch. Off-speed pitch from Marcus Chavis. And it's 0-1. Marcus Chavis got that hair extended out of his hat. Some great flow, I will say. As the 0-1 pitch misses low and in the dirt. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Power with a big 14-1 lead here in the bottom of the 7th.
Here comes the 1-1 on Nelson. Fouled straight back. It's 1-2.
Fun to see a lot of these players off the bench getting some at-bats here. Saw Ismael Quintero out of the DH spot get an at-bat and got an infield single.
One and one on Nelson. Runner at first, one out. Line drive played off one hop by LaJoy. Flips over to second for one. On a first. Double play. Oh, what a play. Nate LaJoy did a little 360 spinorama like you see on the hockey rink, but he turns two on a 4-6-3 double play. Moving along here quickly. We head to the top of the 8th. Power in control. It's 14-1. You're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Back here at Palm Springs Stadium, Adam Oppenheim, alongside Jayce Cicinelli. Glad you could join us top of the 8th. Peyton Voncano's the new pitcher in for Johnny Young. He's pitched in 1 inning for the Power. It was 2 innings 8 days ago against the Inland Valley Bucks. On the road in Game 2 of the doubleheader, he closed out a tough game where the Power won by a score of 2-1. Keep their undefeated season alive. And now we're just looking to close out these last 6 outs with a comfortable 14-1 lead. Voncano also pitched in the Power Summer Collegiate League, the PSCL, for the A's, which is where he spent most of his time this summer. 6 appearances, all games he started. In 31 1/3 innings, a 4.60 ERA with 30 strikeouts to 23 walks. And just focus on throwing strikes now, Jayce.
Yeah, I mean, you have a big 14-1 lead, and it's been all Palm Springs Power in this ball game since that big 8-run inning that they had in the 4th with 7 hits in that inning, and Palm Springs Power just 6 outs away from their last regular season win, and they're in their last game trying to get their 33rd.
Ethan Kakinski is up first, followed by Tyler Shiganaka and Marcus Chavez. Here's the first pitch in Kakinski. It's fouled back. The more I'm looking at it, that might be Reyes in right field, Jayce.
Yeah, I guess that is Reyes in right field. It looked originally like it was a left-handed glove, but I guess he might have just had it on his offhand for a previous pitch.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch, swinging a miss, strike 2. Doesn't matter too much, but it does look like a 2 and either a 6 or an 8, which of course, is between the two guys we thought it could be, Rivas and Reyes. 0-2 on Kakinski. 0-2 pitch. Ground to the first baseman. Haller makes the diving play. Will flip over. Nope. Rather takes to the bag himself. 3 unassisted. Austin Haller. Looked like Von Cano was not going to beat Kakinski to the bag. That's the first out of the 8th.
Yeah, good first out right there, and a good job to get that quick out to start the ball game.
Tyler Shiganaka is next up. Von Cano's first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. The slider from Von Cano. This has been a blowout from the start. Although the Halos were first on the board, 1-0. Since then, 14 unanswered runs for Palm Springs. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Von Cano. It's in the dirt, scooped up by Nelson. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fastball at 84 by the bat of Shiganaka. 1 for 3, base hit back in the first. Got to third base where he was stranded. The last few innings, Halos have really not had chances to score. Early in the game, they had a chance to have some multi-run innings. They just snagged 1 in the third and have not scored the rest of the game. 1-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. It's 2-2. For Palm Springs, they started their scoring 3 in the bottom of the third, 8 in the bottom of the fourth, 2 in the bottom of the fifth, and 1 in the bottom of the sixth. We stand now in the top of the 8th. 14-1 is our score. 2-2 pitch. Just got a piece of it. Fouled it off his foot. Did Shiganaka. Ben Moncano will take his time getting back to the mound. From Concordia University of Irvine. 6'6", 200. He was all that on the mound, staring down into the hitters. 2-2 with 1 out. Top of the 8th, 14-1, power lead the Halos. 2-2 pitch from Von Cano. It's in the dirt. We move to a full count. Marcus Chavis waits on deck. He awaits the 3-2 pitch. That's driven into left field. Michael Gonzalez giving a chase near the corner. That's foul. It was hit well, but would have been caught if it was in fair territory, you would think.
Yeah, it was a pitch at 82 on the inner black and tries to keep it fair, but on an inside pitch as you're turning on it, it's hard to do that, and that's why it got out of play down that left field line.
3-2 pitch with 1 out. We'll do it again. Von Cano to Shiganaka. Von Cano fires home. Line driving to right center field. That's going to get down. It could be extra bases. Shiganaka running hard, going towards second base. He'll be in there, standing up. A 1-out double from Tyler Shiganaka. The second extra base hit for the Halos tonight.
Yeah, fastball 83 on the outer black, and just goes right with that pitch into right center, and able to get a 1-out double for this Halos offense, 7th hit of the ballgame.
Marcus Chavis will be the lefty standing in. Also currently on the mound for the Halos. First pitch. Saws him off down the left field line. That is foul. Wow, just a few inches away from being fair, and dancing into that left field corner with the mouse. Spin that ball head off the bat of Chavis. But instead it's a foul ball, and it's 0-1 with 1 out. Runner on second, Shiganaka. Chavis. Fly ball center field. Aiden Torque is coming on the run as his hat flies off. He makes the catch. Nice catch by Torque out in center. He's been busy tonight, and there's 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, and his Power 4 outs away from clinching this ball game, and they head into tomorrow. As we mentioned, still no word as far as who will be starting in both of those ball games on Saturday. We have game 2 on Sunday, and if Power were to win tomorrow night, they would just have to win 1 out of those next 2 games on Sunday. If they win the first one, then they wouldn't even be a game 3, and they would be the back-to-back CPCL champs.
Here is Ethan Hagen. Up and in, ball 1. This has been not a contest since the 4th inning, where the Power were up 3-1, but added on 8 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Just a giant inning for Palm Springs. 1-0 pitch to Hagen. Taking it at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Fastball at 82. One and one with 2 outs. A hush falls over Palm Springs Stadium. The 1-1 pitch. Hagen went around. So our home plate umpire, Esam Smith. That was a slider that was well outside, but Hagen could not hold up.
We'll have the broadcast on Sunday on the road. It'll be at Azusa Pacific. Myself and Adam as well will be on the call for those games.
Should be a fun one. The 1-2 to Von Cano. It's in there for strike 3. Von Cano strands a runner at second base. We get to the bottom of the 8th. We'll tell you more about that championship series during the bottom of the 8th and the top of the 9th. Coming up right after this, Power lead 14-1 over the Halos. You're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Broadcast Network.
2 locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Bottom of the 8th. Power in complete command over the Halos. Delton Thomas first up. Only starter in the Power lineup who has not had a hit yet. Faces Marcus Chavis. There's a line drive left field. That's down for a base set. How about that? Delton Thomas is on the board, and every Power starter now has a hit. That's got to feel good for DT, as they call him.
Yeah, and I don't know, Adam, if that's happened in any game this summer where every batter, including guys off the bench, gotten a base hit in the ball game, and 16 hits now for the Palm Springs Power on 14 runs and 2 errors.
Here is Alex Hawking at the plate. We'll take the first pitch in for a strike.
Now batting, number 2 from Pennsylvania College, Alex Hawking.
0-1 on Hawking, swinging a miss, strike 2. He was well behind that pitch. And it's fair to say, probably hasn't had a plate appearance in the PSCL this summer, mainly a pitcher, and a really good one at that. and has been good so far with Palm Springs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's taken inside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, we've seen the young electric arm that Alex Hawken provides. It's good to have in this Palm Spring Power pen, especially in a potential appearance this weekend.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, fouled back. His senior year at McClatchy in Sacramento, California. In 26 games played, he had 244. That was 22, 23. 10 for 41. Not bad. Here's the 1-2. It's on the ground of the shortstop, Miller. A flip over to second for one on a first double play. 6-4-3 double play. A twin killing here in the 8th.
Yeah, twin killing and a good pitch right there as far as working low in the zone. And usually when you do that, especially on a 2-strike count as a hitter, you're forced to swing anything close. And unfortunately for Hawken, it was on the ground with a runner on and a double play.
Two outs for Michael Gonzalez in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Inside corner, strike one. On Michael Gonzalez, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here comes the next pitch. Just inside of Michael Gonzalez. It's 1-1. Here's the next pitch. Line down the right field line. Shiganaka giving chase. It's a fair ball into the right field corner. It goes. Michael Gonzalez hustling for second. He's going to make the round for third. The throw to third is in time to get Gonzalez standing up. He's like, well, I might as well take off for third in a 14-1 ball game. He was gunned down. The play at third was not even close. But Michael Gonzalez picks up his second double of the ball game, his third hit. He's 3 for 5 on the night. But we head to the top of the ninth, the Power lead at 14-1. Stay with us as you're watching Palm Springs Power Baseball on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
A new pitcher in for the Palm Springs Power. It's Tino Novus. Working with the 14-1 lead is the lefty. And is going to face Vince Nielsen, Nate LaJoy, and Evan DeValley. 6, 7, 8. And as we mentioned, we'll talk about throughout this inning, depending on how long this goes, but the championship broadcast starts tomorrow at 7 o'clock, maybe a little earlier for pregame as well. As here comes Novus' first pitch. Just outside ball 1. So we'll have game 1 here at Palm Springs Stadium, game 2 and game 3 on the road at the San Diego Waves on Sunday. Game 3 is obviously if necessary. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. in a best-of-3 series, that is. The 1-0 pitch, check swing, and fouled to the Halos dugout. It's 1-1 on Vince Nielsen. Should be a fun time, though, Jayce. A Waves team has been really competitive. We recorded that championship pregame, or preview show. You can check it out on our Palm Springs Power Instagram account, as that's fouled off of the mask of Esum Smith, who do not want to see that late in a ball game, or at all. Nelson quickly checks on Smith to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, got him hardly right there on the mask, right around the, obviously on the head there, and see Nelson right away kind of holding him up, but seems to be okay, and good to see, especially late in this ball game, and don't want to see that as far as that be any more harmful.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Vince Nielsen. Adam Oppenheim alongside Jayce Cicinelli. Might as well shout out as well EJ Sanchez, Cole Pavelio, Steven Buxton. Our power broadcasting crew, Griffin Epstein, helped with PSCL broadcast as well. Entire field operations crew, marketing crew, the 1-2 pitch. Line into left field, Gonzalez coming on. That's going to drop in front of him. Lead off single, Vince Nielsen in the 9th. Maybe too little, too late. In a 14-1 ball game.
Yeah, get a leadoff knock there, but going back to your point, Adam, it's been pleasure working with all our interns, and as far as what the marketing, we talked about it back in the top of the 5th when we were shouting all of them out as far as the marketing team goes, the photographers, obviously the owner, Andrew Starkey, Tyler and Justin, and Steve and what they all do.
Is Nate LaJoy takes the first pitch outside ball 1.
Starkey's first time Power back in 2004 was established, so the 20-year anniversary, and it's one of the good guys you'll meet.
The 1-0 pitch misses outside. It's 2-0. This has been a all-time season, which unfortunately has no chance to end undefeated, but they certainly are in position to win the CPCL title. They lost their winning streak yesterday, rather 2 days ago, against the Inland Valley Bucks by a score of 3-2. That's a ground ball to shortstop Buxton. Cannot field it. And it's going to be an E6 on Fred Buxton. Should have been 2 outs. Instead, it's first and second, no outs.
Yeah, that's a killer right there for Tino. You make a good, efficient pitch, lower part of the zone, and you're looking for that 6-4-3 double play, but instead it's an air botch there from the shortstop Buxton and extends the inning with still no outs.
Here comes Evan DeValley with no outs. And the first pitch is taken low, ball 1.
That was a good slurve right there from Tino. His main secondary pitch, but just missing below the knees, but a good swing and miss pitch that didn't get the swing.
Here's the 1-0 pitch inside. It's 2-0. Also, one more shout out to our athletic training staff. And Sean Collins as well, our equipment manager. AT staff, making sure we're all healthy.
Yeah, Faith, Maxie, and Katie, the job they did.
That's the squad right there as the 2-0 pitch catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. Certainly not the most ideal temperatures at times, but certainly hydrating. And all these baseball players as well staying safe with the amount of things that could happen in injuries, especially for pitchers, as the 2-1 pitch swung on and foul tipped into the mitts of Tyler Nelson. It's 2-2.
Yeah, they've been busy for sure this summer, Adam, but you see the good work ethics and attitudes that they would bring every day, and loving that from your training staff as far as taking care of the players. And luckily there was really nothing too serious this summer.
2-2 pitch is fouled behind home plate. And even working the PSCL mornings and the Power nights, even when they weren't working the Power nights, they were showing up, front row. But certainly a lot of people to shout out, and definitely want to include them. That 2-2 pitch is fouled to the net.
Yeah, coaching staff, Casey Dill, Sam DiMatteo, Reed Santos. Job that they've done. This Palm Springs Power roster here in the summer of 2024, the 9th season for manager Casey Dill.
2-2 pitch misses high. The count is full at 3-2. Nielsen's on second. LaJoy's at first base. Just a funky sort of game where Power were down 1 and have scored 14 straight unanswered. Swing and a miss, strike 3. DeValley goes down swinging. Seems like there ain't no valley low enough to keep the Power away from another win.
Yeah, good 3-2 pitch right there. Back to the off speed from Tino. Feeling comfortable to throw that in a 3-2 count.
Parker Solosiak takes the first pitch inside. The runners are going to advance. Tyler Nelson's going to say, I'm just going to pick up the ball. Runners don't mean anything in a 13-run game. Wild pitch for Novus with 1 out and a 1-0 count. Solosiak 0 for 2 with the walk, back in the 7th. The 1-0 pitch is outside. It's 2-0.
Yeah, good to see the versatility that Alonzo Reyes provides playing outfield tonight. We've seen him at third a couple times, mostly behind the plate. But him and Angel Cortez have kind of been that platoon backstop for the Power all summer long.
2-0 pitch is a check swing, and it's going to drop into left field for a base hit. LaJoy's going to come around to score DeValley, or rather, Nielsen's going to come in to score. LaJoy's going to be held at third base. RBI single, Parker Solosiak. Nick Miller's up. 1 for 4 with the triple. Back in the third, he scored. So 3 errors in the game out of the Power is probably the only negative for KC. That's off one hop to Delton Thomas. We'll flip over to second for one on a first double play. Game ender. Delton Thomas to Fred Buxton to Austin Haller. And that finishes off the regular season for Palm Springs. An impressive 33-1 record. And just 1 loss at home as Tino Novus finishes off the game. 14-2 final. The Power over the Halos. Jayce, your thoughts on today's contest?
Yeah, I mean, this is the start after coming off your first loss of the season, and this is what you want to see from your offense. Shut out the first 2 innings, and then you explode with 3 in the third, an 8-run big spot crooked number in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th. And I mean, you talk about just those 2 runs alone, 11 runs for the 3rd and 4th inning, and that was pretty much the ball game right there. And giving up obviously 1 there last in that last inning there, and just a good bullpen game all the way around. Holden Phelps picking up the win in his 1 inning of work. Johnny Young, Peyton Von Canel, and Tino Novus. Good job as far as innings of work for them, and now we'll be ready for the playoffs, Adam. And again, we mentioned the first game home will be here at Palm Springs Stadium. And after that, we'll have our Azusa Pacific road game with me and Adam Oppenheim on the call for you guys.
Well, Jayce, looks like you're going to try to get an interview, I would assume, down the field.
Yeah, Angel Cortez, we talked about it, player of the game, 2 for 3, what a game he had. 6 RBIs, the most for a Palm Spring Power hitter, a sac fly, a run scored, a triple as well, and he will for sure be that player of the game.
Once again, thanks Jayce Cicinelli, as the Power take down the California Halos. Final score 14-2, 3 runs in the 3rd, 8 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 run in the 6th. The Halos just scored 1 run in the 3rd and 1 run in the 9th. Final lines, the Halos 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Palm Springs Power 14 runs, 17 hits, 3 errors. Hope you join us tomorrow for CPCL, California Premier Collegiate League. Game 1 in a best-of-3 series against the San Diego Waves right here on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network. Games 2 and 3, 3 if necessary on the road at the San Diego Waves. That's all from our entire crew. For my partner, Jayce Cicinelli, I'm Adam Oppenheim saying so long from Palm Springs Stadium. Again, the Palm Springs Power defeat the California Halos by a score of 14-2 in the last game of the 2024 regular season. Power 33-1. They finish off the regular season. We'll see you tomorrow for CPCL Game 1 of the playoffs right here on the Power Baseball Broadcast Network. Have a good night.